If you're lifting heavy, at some point you'll have a joint that starts getting cranky and sore. This is a warning we should listen to. We may need to take a break from working the muscles that affect that joint, but often, with a few simple adjustments, we can work around the troublesome area, let it heal, and keep making gains. One of the great things about dumbbells is they allow us more flexibility in where we choose to position our arms and hands. These slight changes can put us into a pain-free movement pattern. Today we're going to look at exercises and ways to modify them to allow us to train our whole body without joint discomfort. The bench press is a basic compound movement everyone loves to do, but shoulder issues can arise. One of the places we could feel pain is in the stretched position at the bottom of the movement, as your elbow drops below the bench. With the floor press, the ground becomes a stopper, keeping your elbows from going too low. The next adjustment we can make is the angle of our upper arm in relation to our torso. Changing this angle from 90 to 45 degrees reduces the risk of shoulder injury and discomfort. One of the disadvantages of the floor press is getting the weight into place, as you can lift heavy with this exercise. If you don't have someone to hand you the dumbbells, you can do this exercise unilaterally. That way you have both hands available to get the weight into place. You don't need to press from the floor in every case. Simply adjusting the angle of your upper arm on a regular bench may be all you need to do to find a pain-free spot. Another simple adjustment is to slightly increase the angle of the bench to about 15 degrees. Most benches, it's the first adjustment above flat. This has helped clients of mine bench pain-free by reducing the internal rotation of the shoulder. While we're talking about pressing, a great exercise to work our triceps pain-free is the dumbbell squeeze press. When you're focusing on the triceps, you don't really need to squeeze the dumbbells together. The squeeze activates the chest more and is an excellent exercise for those who are having trouble feeling their chest working. It's also easier on the joints. So if you can't find a good pressing movement for the triceps and chest, give the dumbbell squeeze press a try, and you can do it both in the flat and incline positions. We've got chest and triceps covered. Let's talk about back. When your low back is bugging you and bent over rows are out of the question, chest-supported incline rows are a great option. You set the bench at about 30 degrees. You want it as low as possible without the dumbbells hitting the floor during the exercise. I put a dumbbell on either side of the bench, so I don't have to get into position with a weight in my hands and reach down one side at a time to grab the dumbbells. You might have noticed I'm using new adjustable dumbbells. These are Dumbbell dumbbells, and I've had them for about 5 months. They go from 5 to 80 pounds. I got them from Bells of Steel, a home gym equipment supplier. I'll leave my affiliate link in the top comment if you want to check them out. They have everything from the basics to commercial gym quality products. One of the best squat variations to protect our low back and take some stress off the knees is the dumbbell bench squat. I do this by holding the dumbbells in the suitcase position, which makes it easier to maintain a neutral spine, as when the weight's up high, there can be a tendency to be pulled forward as you lower down. When you add the bench in, it gives you a definite stopping point, keeping you from going too low and rounding your back. By conscientiously sitting back farther as you squat, you cause the shin to stay more vertical, making it a hip-dominant move. Doing this creates less stress on the knees, and it's an effective modification for those with knee issues. It's essential to keep the core tight throughout the entire movement. Once you sit on the bench, pause to eliminate any bounce that could be hard on the knees, but don't relax. Stay tight. To strengthen our knees, we need to have strong hamstrings and glutes. Hip thrusts are a great way to strengthen these muscles without stressing our knees and hips. To take the low back out of the movement, posteriorly tilt your pelvis and squeeze your glutes at the top. When it comes to elbow pain and arm curls, the hammer curl is the most elbow friendly. And if you're troubled with elbow pain, varying your hand positioning can help, even turning them into a slightly pronated position, not a full-on reverse grip curl, just enough to change the position of the tendons and bones in the forearm. If we want to develop that Superman width in our shoulders, we need to build the middle head of the delts. When it comes to compound exercises that work this head, we think of shoulder presses and upright rows. Both of these exercises are ones that often bother our shoulder joint. There's a third option that is much more shoulder friendly. It was found in a study done by the American Council on Exercise to target the middle delt even better than lateral raises, while also working the rear delt almost as effectively as the seated rear delt raise. This was the 45-degree elbow out row. This is where you set your bench at 45 degrees, then lie on it just like you would a chest-supported row. With your elbows out and your palms facing your feet, you lift the weight by arcing your elbows up in a semicircle fashion while squeezing your shoulder blades together. Often the reason we have joint pain is we're lifting too heavy with poor form, and there are ways we can progress our workouts without continually increasing weight. Watch this video next to find 12 ways to progressively overload your workouts without increasing weight, so you can keep working out pain-free while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.